And we are live. Sorry, I'm a second late. I accidentally ran over the cord for the microphone and pulled it right on out. I had to reach under the computer and grab that out. So, how is everybody doing tonight? How are you doing tonight, Rebecca? Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Oh my goodness. Absolutely beautiful day here. We have just been having the best weather, and I feel so terrible because I know the rest of the country is just sweltering. And I know at some point we're supposed to be getting hot, but it's not happening yet. So it's gonna be coming. I think we're gonna be 84 on the weekend. And then I think on Tuesday we're going to hit 90 or something like that. And then from there on in, I think we're going to be up in the 80s or whatever. But like today, I don't know what today was. I think yesterday was like 75. Like it's been in the mid 70s and sunny all week. It's been absolutely perfect. Hey, Flicker Hill Homestead, how are you doing? So Rebecca said hi. Flicker Hill said hi. How are you? Welcome in. Thank you so much. So yeah, I cannot complain. The tomatoes and the peppers could all, of course, stand a little bit more heat for the plants. So, and I have a bit of an injury on my neck. I have I have my kinesiology tape going on. I don't know what happened. It's just really sore right in here. I probably just slept on it wrong, to be honest, but it could have been from lifting something or whatever. Hey, G-Mama, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. And you know what? I just realized I forgot I was going to put it on subscriber only for like 5 minutes or something, so we don't have to deal with any trolls or whatever, but I completely forgot. So, oh well, hopefully everyone is on their best behavior tonight. So, yeah, I don't know. My shoulder's just sore here. So if you see me kind of moving or stretching or trying to get comfortable, that's why. I did just take another pain reliever, so hopefully that kicks in. But, yeah, getting old, all of a sudden it's like my shoulder hurts and I'm not 100% sure why. Don't really remember pulling anything. So, but like right after it hurt, right after I had, helped move a recliner, and hey, Dorsha, welcome in. And, carrying, tools and stuff in and out of out of a job we were doing. So, and then when I sat down to like get the paint ready, all of a sudden that's when it hit. So it wasn't like it happened while I was lifting something. So I don't know. I don't know. It just happened, and it's been bothering me on and off for about a week. So a peekaboo. Oh gosh, that peekaboo thing is so cute. Oh my goodness. So how's everyone else doing? I'm bragging about how beautiful our weather has been. So, I don't really feel too terrible bragging about how nice the weather's been, how temperate and mild and nice breeze. Because come winter and y'all are out there gardening with your hoses and all, and I'm looking out at 3 feet of snow, you all are rubbing it in. So just saying. If you want those nice warm winters, you get stuck and slammed with these brutally hot summers. So we've been sitting in like mid to high 70s. And then we'll have like 2 days that are up in the mid 80s, and then they drop back down. And we even had a couple of days the week before last, the weekend was like 68 degrees and sunny. So it was just beautiful, right? Yeah, some people get a little bit of worse. No, I mean, normally we're hot in the summer. Like this is unseasonably cool, but I'm not complaining. I have 12. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. No, none of my indeterminate, my larger tomatoes are anywhere near to be ready because of the cool weather. They are, I would say, half the size they normally are at this time. So, oh yeah, sunshine. Yeah, I don't mind 90s as long as I can be at the beach. If I'm not at the beach, then no. We had some rain Tuesday. We had rain Tuesday, and then a little bit came yesterday for maybe half an hour, and that was it. So it's been, you know, cooler but sunny. So it's absolutely been perfect for working in the garden or for going for bike rides or, you know, working, or my daughter's been going to Wonderland with friends. So it's been beautiful homestead where you are. How are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know, like record breaking heat all across the Midwest and everything. West Coast is getting hit now. And we're just like, so I don't know. Maybe we'll get something coming in soon. Oh, do you like my halo? This is my Livingston daisy. So it's on like a little like a succulent plant. It's almost like it looks like it's related to portulaca or ice plant or something like that. And it has these really pretty little daisy. I don't know what I'm going to do about a fall garden. Forecast is for rain all next week in Toronto. Okay. I saw the forecast and it says thunderstorms. So it's predicted thunderstorms all week. What that means is it's possible there could be a thunderstorm, but a lot of times thunderstorms, they rain for maybe an hour tops and then it blows on through. So it's not like it's just going to be solid rain all week. I doubt. I highly doubt, because we haven't had a lot of that. Hopefully it's not when you're here. Hopefully not. Hey, Sherry, welcome in. How are you and Bobby doing? How are the piggies? Oh my God, they're so cute. Dexter wants his own camera where he's eating, but it wouldn't take long. It would not be a very long live. He eats so fast. Hey, Chuck, welcome in. How are you guys doing? Oh no, we got a peekaboo poncho. Oh no. You got to get a Canada Day poncho. That's what you got to get. They're saying hi, hi, hi. So yeah, I did see the forecast. I wouldn't stress out about it yet, because we get a lot of those. Like we were supposed to say, when was it? Wednesday or one of the days? It said like start rain all day, and yesterday. Yeah, yesterday it said it was supposed to start raining all day, thunderstorms all afternoon, and we got like a half an hour of rain in like the middle of the day. Like it was nothing. So I was worried. That's why we ended up going to, I took my daughter and Dexter to a little garden tour nearby, and I went to the really close one because I was like, well, if it starts pouring down rain, we can just leave, and you know, we haven't wasted all that driving. So I'm so excited. So what are you doing here? Is it just vacation? Is it work? Is it a little bit of both? I'm super excited. So just let me know. Let me know when you're free. So that's really awesome. Yeah. Oh, so you know what? I'm going to show some pictures. Hold on. I'm almost feeling like the garden might be ready for, oops, I hit the wrong button. Slides. There we go. Is that the right one? Nope. Oh, this better not have messed up. I added a bunch new ones today. I did a whole new thing. Hold on. I added a bunch of new slides of pictures from today. And it better have saved them, because I'm going to be very upset. It did. Yay. I don't have to be upset anymore. You were here, but also at softball. Well, I was going to say break a bat. I don't know. What do you say for good luck at at softball? I don't know. Your youngest son's graduation gift. Oh, that's super cool. You want to go to Toronto. Good for him. Are you going to any games while you're here? Okay, so. All right. I think this is the right one. So these were some pictures that I took in the garden today. Well, either today or yesterday. So some of my, like, these cannas are really needing like a lot more heat than they're getting, but they're just starting to take off. So I'm happy with that. So they're just starting to get fairly happy. And I keep clicking, like it keeps like clicking full screen. Stop it. Yeah, well, we got, you know, you got Raptor. Well, no. No more Raptors games. Got Blue Jays though. Yeah, Blue Jays game. Okay, so this is my canna with some petunias in here. My petunias in the ground are doing... Petunias in the pots are doing great. So I don't know if I'm going to bother with doing too many in the ground next year. These are some tomatoes that are coming. These are the Marglobe. And I was sitting on the deck and I just thought they looked so cute. So I had to take a couple pictures. Welcome in, Nicole Smith Gardening. How are you? That'll do it. Hit a homer. Okay, that's better than break a bat. Whatever. So this little bowl of pansies, or viola, I think they're violas. This little bowl of violas and this little squiggly thing was one of my planters out front last year. And I didn't dump it at the end of the season like I normally do because these here, I've heard can overwinter. So I was like, okay, cool. This plant here in the middle stayed green and beautiful all winter long, all spring long. And so I thought, oh, this is awesome. It's going to do. And then it like died in like April. But then I noticed before I had a chance to dump it, I noticed all these tiny little seedlings all the way around it. And I was like, well, what did I have in there? I'm like, I had the violas in there. So I'm like, I wonder if those are weeds or violas. So I waited until they got a little bit bigger. And then I realized, okay, these are all violas. And they're all blooming. They're very, very tiny plants. So I'm very excited about this because the violas that I planted from seed this year, they're getting very big and kind of gangly in some of the pots. And when that can happen mid-season, they just start to look really gross and they kind of die off. So this is like my little viola nursery. So they're going to be staying in this. And then once those get too gross and whatever, I'm going to pop these in those containers. And at least that's the plan. Because I had actually thought of doing another round of pansy violas, like around May, start them so that they'd be ready for fall, because these will survive, in those planters, they'll survive out front, at least until I do my Christmas planters. So, well, break a leg's gotta hurt too. And that's what you say in the theater. So I don't know. Your son bought you some petunias. Nice. I love petunias. And oh my gosh, did I show you the picture of my neighbor's petunias? I'll have to see if I can find a picture of those. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're cranberry color. They're so pretty. Okay, so this is kind of a sad story. My favorite tomato plants up at the top, the dwarf Tasmanian chocolates, are not looking hot. When I planted them where they're at on the hill, a lot of the soil has washed away and the roots are exposed and parts of the plants are dying. Parts of the stems are cracked. Like this thing is like on its last leg. It's not doing well. I need to find some way to fortify around it because where the slope is, and try to build up some soil in it, some kind of a ring or something to put around it. I don't know yet. But what I did is I had some fairly decent sized suckers, this one here and this one. And then this branch was kind of on a stem that had a crack in it. So I cut it off and I put them in the pot. So I'm going to root them and hopefully I can get something out of these once those dwarf ones kind of bite the dust. So I'm probably going to leave them in this pot for quite a while. I don't know when I'll pot them out. I'll let them get fairly big. They are a dwarf tomato, so it should be able to handle being in a pot for a little bit of time at least. Hey, welcome in, Frosty Lone Wolf. How are you doing? You had a couple new watermelon plants and a sweet basil. Ooh, very, very nice. Hey, welcome in, God's Construction. How are you doing? We are all doing well in here, I think. Everyone is just saying hello to everybody else. So this is my, hopefully the other ones make it. But I'm not going to kid myself. So if not, I have backups. So, okay. So this picture here on the left was originally from June 14th when I did the original slideshow. And this picture here on the right is from today. So it's basically, no, this was June 16th. So it's almost a month apart. And of course, Dexter had to get in the shot. But you can see like it's been a month, you know, so that they have grown quite a bit in the month. And this one, I'll have another picture. You can see it does go up above the railing. But honestly, my pictures from last year, these were like halfway up to the gazebo and just full, very, very full. I mean, I have been pruning them back to the single stem, but still nothing like they were before. I love all kinds of basil. You know, I tried the Siam basil. It's actually growing right down here. I think this one is the Siam basil. And I took a bite of it and whoa, like licorice. Like, man, it was a strong hit of licorice with that one. It was really, really good. It was very, like, well, Siam, I guess, and Thai basil. Oh, well, you know what? You win some, you lose some. It's worth a shot. You definitely will get the basil. And if you don't get any watermelon, you'll at least hopefully grow a plant and learn how to keep it happy. And then try again next year a little earlier in the season. I have one and it's not gotten much bigger at all from when I planted it. So I don't know. So here are the pictures as well from today. So you can see it is coming up. I have some, this is Sweetie, I believe, sweet cherry tomatoes. So I'm excited about that. I have some that are starting to color up. And then you can see this one's about probably 2 feet above the railing. It's kind of hard to tell from the shot, but it's climbing. It's getting there. We'll get some tomatoes. And I was just in love with the color on these nasturtiums. They're so pretty. It was in a mix, a jewel mix, so I'm not exactly sure what the name of this color is, but they're really pretty. And I saved the seeds from them last year and I grew them again. So I'm really happy that my seeds that I saved worked out well, because I don't know if you've ever saved nasturtium seeds, but they look like really weird dried out peas and they're very kind of weird seeds. So I was like, is this what it's supposed to look like? But it is, and it was, and it worked. Much bigger than your seedling that died. Oh, okay, well, that's good. If you're going to replace it, you might as well replace it with something much, much larger. I didn't. I decided to go with seeds. I'll show you that in a minute too. So my calendula patch is going crazy. This is all pretty much self-seeded in here. These are my Shasta daisies that I planted. Was it last year or the year before? This is the first year they've bloomed. This is probably their second year. I can't remember exactly when I started the Shasta daisies. But over here, these are my lupins. So you see it looks kind of brown and gross, but these are all seed pods. So if anyone wants some lupins, I'm going to be having lots and lots and lots of seeds available off of the lupins. So I'll be harvesting those soon. Dexter keeps trying to go in the, you know what? Mine just started blooming like maybe 2 weeks ago. Some of the different ones. Nicole wants lupins. All right, I'll put it on my put it on your list. Keep in mind that lupins, like, they self-seed here in Toronto area, so they probably will need some kind of a stratification period if you are in the south, which means putting them in the freezer or the fridge for a few months before you plant them out. Here is right in my flower bed, my kohlrabi. So I think it's doing pretty good. I don't see any bulb or anything forming on it yet, but it seems to be fairly happy where it's at. This canna is doing really, really well. So this spot here, I don't know if you can see the woods down here, sticks. This is supposed to be where my white hibiscus is supposed to be. And it did not come back this year. So I'm very sad about that. So I am looking to replace her with another hibiscus of some time. I'm hoping to find a summerific, proven winner summerific. If not, I don't know. We'll see. I don't have a ton of room for perennials, so I kind of want to make sure that when I put one back where that one was at, that it's what I really want. So I will keep looking until I find what I want. I have no idea. I mean, they bloom in the spring, right? So, like mine, that was one of the first things that bloomed here. Even like before the tulips or whatever, the lupins. So if you're in a warm zone or climate, you're probably gonna, they could even bloom like January, February. I don't really know. I don't know anything about growing lupins in a warm climate. Lettuce seeds like cooler temperature in order to grow. Yes, most greens and brassicas much prefer the cooler gardens. Hey, welcome in Nicole's garden. How are you doing tonight? It's always fun when I see people over in other people's lives. I was over in You Can't Eat the Grass the other night. I kept seeing a bunch of people I knew. If not, I have seed pods for my mysterious... Oh, that thing is gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. But is that a tropical or is that a hardy? Or is it a tropical hibiscus? It looks like it's a tropical. Are the leaves shiny or smooth? That's one of the ways you can tell. Hardy hibiscus have matte leaves, whereas tropical hibiscus have shiny leaves. Texas blue bonnets are lupin, so they should do good. Oh, okay, perfect. Perfect. So these are pink. Mainly most of the ones I have are pink, and then I had the one smaller plant over here that bloomed purple. Okay, so this is very exciting. Okay, so this here 1 month ago was Nicole's birdhouse gourd. So she sent me 3 seeds. All 3 seeds germinated, and 2 of them died in the storm we had because the wind snapped them. So I was very sad. So I had one little one left, and I planted it here. And this is how big it had gotten a month ago. And I was like, oh my God, is this thing going to grow or not? So I had this rebar in here next to the tree to try and get it to climb up. Okay, so look at it now. So was it 2 weeks ago, my daughter helped me put this stick in it here, and we tied it around here, and now it is grown. So hopefully you can see the pointer. So it's grown, it's all the way up here, and it goes all the way up here, and it started to wrap around my neighbor's birch tree branch. So I had told my husband, I said, oh, we got to trim that branch off before my gourd reaches it. And that was like 2 days ago, and now it's like wrapped around it. So I went up today and I pulled it out, and I kind of wrapped it around this side of the tree. I just pulled it down and kind of went this side. So hopefully it will come around this way and not climb up into her tree, because that's not where I want it. I have no clue what it is. These leaves are not shiny like the tropical one. Oh, well, that gives me more hope. That gives me more hope. They hadn't been growing because I had been using a heat mat. Oh, no. Yeah, no heat mat for lettuce seeds for sure. Yes, I saw you pop into Eden Serena just as I started falling. Oh, no. Yeah, I know. Their lives are so late. I haven't been able to hit up too many of their lives, especially I find in the fall, I go to bed a lot sooner. Like last year, especially depending on work, it was like 8:30 or 9, I was in bed every night. So, my lives were like, it was hard for me to stay up on my own. I find them so entertaining though, especially when they bicker back and forth. They're hilarious. And I find it so ironic that she was so gung-ho for food. I mean, the whole premise of their name, you can't eat the grass, is, basically, not wasting growing space on stuff that you can't eat. And then they've completely switched their whole thing over to flowers, which I think is funny because she was so anti-flower at first, and I was always team flower with Ian. But you know what? You got to follow the money, because doing all that work for nothing, it's just not sustainable. Okay, good. Awesome. Hello, Nicole. Nicole, there's a lot of Nicoles coming in tonight. Hey, Huga. Welcome in. How are you? Hey, Duval. City Gardener, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. So on the screen here is just showing my lovely birdhouse gourd. And these are the blooms on it. So I went up to water this morning, and I was talking to my husband, and I turned around with the hose, and I just went, I was so shocked to see. I hadn't even seen the flower buds on it. So it's going like crazy. It's doing really, really well. I have been fertilizing. I've been making sure to water it really well. I think that was part of my problem last year, is the city was doing some work. It's like a corrugated kind of construction pipe, and it's about this big around. It's fairly decent size, and so they had just like a big piece of it that they were throwing out, and so we cut it up and kind of used it. So it's sitting there like a bucket, but it's open on the bottom, and I guess the water just goes right through it. So I have to be extra careful to water, and I have been much better about it this year, and I think that's probably why everything's not dying. Oh, and then I don't know if you can see it. Things popping up down here at the bottom. I do have this tendril here. Whoop! I do have a black-eyed Susan vine that's climbing up it with it. So I'm really excited to see them kind of grow together. I think they'll be beautiful. Zucchini, peppers, and sweet basil will grow on a heat mat, but not yes. Well, they don't like it hot. Some like it hot, some don't. So no, I actually don't have a heat mat at all. I never have used one. So, but I know that my lettuce and all of that, they do really well outside in the winter sowing containers as well. So it'll catch up. Don't worry about it. Don't stress. You're stressing too much with gardening. Gardening is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be therapy and relaxing. It's not supposed to stress you out. And Dexter would like everybody to know, everyone that mentioned in the comments on my video that, oh, he's going to dig that plant up or he's going to dig holes in all the garden now. He has not touched this plant. He has not dug another hole in the garden. So yay. I'm very excited about that. Yeah. I cannot wait. I am going to be squealing and I'll probably be doing like newborn photos with it. I don't know. They're so cute. I was so jealous when I saw yours last year. I had never really seen anyone growing them before. And then you had them, and then Irene had them over at Irene's garden, Irene something. I can't remember her channel name, but she had them growing as well. And I was like, okay, yeah, definitely need those. Oh, no. Oh, no. Did you try it with the plastic wrap, or were you using paper towel? And did you use hydrogen peroxide? Because I know the hydrogen peroxide is really supposed to help keep the molding down. And you also have to make sure that you got enough of that outside skin off. Hi, Nicole. Holding bunny, can't type. Aw, so cute. So yes, it's still very, very small. Again, probably because it's not getting the heat that it's used to. But I know they do well down in the southern states and everything. So yeah, okay, the paper towel. Yeah, that's why the video that I linked below my video, he's recommended not using the paper towel because paper towels tend to mold. So you're better off using the saran wrap with water. So try it again. So here we go. On the left is from a month ago. And on the right, you can see like there's a ton of these peppers. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10, 12, somewhere in there. I still have no idea what they are. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, so I still am not sure what they are. I'm pretty sure it's a purple jalapeno because that is exactly what it looks like to me. So I think I'm going to have my neighbor try it. I'm going to give her one and be like, can you tell me what if this tastes like? Because I'm afraid if it could be screaming hot. I don't know. I really don't think it's the Bolivian rainbow. I did grow those last year and they grew upright and they were a different shape and they changed color. So they were purple and they were yellow and they were all kinds of things. Just like the Buena Mulata changes color. These have not changed color one bit since they started growing. So I'll be excited. I can't say I'm not gonna be sad if they are you know, purple jalapenos, but it's just kind of weird and random. Random seeds. And then these are the red cherry that I got from M.I. Gardener. So I'm really excited for these to start going red. I really want to try those. And then this over here, there's like 1, 2, 3. I think there's a couple more that you can't see in the picture. These are what is labeled as ancho. They do look a lot like the jalapenos, but they're a little fatter on the top. So ancho and poblano is basically the same pepper. And I can't remember the difference. One of them is like what you call it when it's the plant, and the other is like what you call it after. I don't know. It's kind of weird. So whatever. Yeah. Hey, welcome in, Machiko. Did I get that right? Thank you so much for stopping by. So 2 did germinate. That is awesome. And one of them has the root out. Very nice. So yeah, when you plant it, when you pot it up, like I just took that dome off that's been sitting on there. I just took that off this week and it's still in a slightly shaded location. So if you do pot it up, just make sure you put something on it that's going to help maintain that humidity because it's coming from a plastic bag to just open air and it might really need that. That's really exciting. Oh, yeah, I gotta, you know what? I gotta try an avocado the same method as I did the mangoes. Maybe I'll have better luck because I keep trying the avocados all the different ways everyone says, and it's just, nope. Oh, and here's Mr. Dexter near his garden tower, which is his favorite place to sit on the deck. And I'm not sure if it's because it's right by the tomatoes or if it's because it's right in the walkway. So he likes to lay here if it's hot out, and he likes to lay on this step if it's a bit cool because it's warmed by the sun, and basically just make you trip every time you try to go anywhere on or off the deck. So he gets yelled at a lot. And then this is the planter right next to it. This is a really nice deep metal pot. I have one out in the garden as well. And these cannas are finally starting to take off in there, and then some petunias around the bottom. So it's getting started, but I feel like I'm about a month behind where I should be garden wise. But oh well. Happy to say my cucamelons are finally starting to do something. So they were really, really tiny for the longest time. This one is in the pot at the bottom of the gate, and it's coming all the way up here. It's about maybe 2 feet long, if that. And then here's my other cucamelon, and it's right above it, hanging from the top of the gate. And you can see it's coming across like this. So hopefully they'll kind of all fill in this whole side of the arbor. And normally that arbor gets covered with the tomatoes as well. So your favorite, yes. Oh, who is that? Yes. So this is a really pretty colored nasturtium as well. It's right outside the deck. It's just this really, really bright, vibrant color. And he insisted on being in the picture. I was like, dude, I'm trying to take a picture here. And he would not move. So I was like, fine, you'll be in the shot. So here's your little Dexter fix. But this little section's coming along nicely. This amaranth is kind of outgrowing it's not growing at the same rate as the rest of the container. It's like getting huge, but that's all right. And then this petunia, I don't know what it's doing. All of a sudden just decided to grow up into the tomatoes. So, but this tomato, these golden balcony, I think it is, they are putting out tomatoes like crazy. They're not my favorite tomato, but it's better than no tomatoes at all. And it's like a golf ball size tomato. It's really nice in a salad. I made a lovely bean salad earlier in the week, and those tasted really, really nicely in there. And then down here, I got some peppers. There's some little peppers coming on some of these. I can't remember which ones these are. They're on the label. So here are my cucumbers. So these are the lemon cucumbers. They're coming along. I planted them from seed again. What was it? 2 weeks ago I said I think I dropped seeds whenever I did that video. And they popped up, and now they're starting to get their first set of true leaves. So I'm hoping with the heat coming this weekend, as long as I keep them well watered, that they're going to just really take off. So they're right here in this patch back here. You can't see them because this tomato is getting enormous. This is called Sean's, and it is growing like vertically, like the branches, like normal tomato plants kind of branch out. This one's like branching straight up. It's a very strong, very sturdy plant, and it's covered in blossoms. So hopefully we'll see some tomatoes on it soon. It's called Sean's, and I cannot remember if that's the full name or if it's Sean's balcony, or if I'm only thinking of that because of golden balcony. I don't know. But hopefully we see a lot of tomatoes coming off of that really soon, because it seems to just be really, really happy in its spot. Stomach has been hurting, so I'm freaking. Oh, that's good. Yep. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. The petunia color is gorgeous. I love those purple petunias. Those are from my friend, and I'm going to be going and I'm going to be stealing her cranberry petunia seeds this year. And by stealing, I mean taking them off her plant while talking to her, telling her, by the way, I'm stealing these. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Hey, hi, Nikki. How are you? You're sitting down to eat dinner, but watching. Ooh, what are you eating? What are you having for dinner? We kind of finished off some leftovers. I made some stroganoff, so there was a little bit of that left, and a little bit of the pasta bean salad. So I made this really lovely bean salad the other day. It was inspired by Kiki at Urban Girl Gardening. She did a really nice little bean salad recipe on her channel with a vinaigrette. I did mine. I went a little Greek with it. I put in some fennel and some olives. And then the next day I was like, okay, there's not a lot in here. And so I cooked up some rotini noodles and threw it in and turned it into a pasta salad. So we finished that tonight, which was very, very good. Yes, that's a very smart thing to do. Just cut everything out and then leave it for, a few weeks, and then just kind of slowly start to add items back in and see what bothers you and what doesn't. My mom went through that for a phase for a while. She couldn't eat any tomatoes for about, 4 or 5 months. She couldn't eat anything with tomato in it. And then she was fine. It went away. So I don't know what was causing it. Lactose-free ice cream and fresh strawberry. Oh my goodness. That sounds really, really good. Now I want ice cream. I'm sitting here drinking mainly water with a splash of the Tazo hibiscus tea concentrate. So, hey Heatherland, welcome in. So my husband had bought the, was on sale at Costco. It was like a 3-pack of the Tazo brand, and it's like a hibiscus refresher, iced tea concentrate, right? So you're supposed to mix it half tea, half water. So my daughter mixed it according to the instructions, and we took a sip, and we're like, oh, did not like it at all. It was really strong. The cinnamon flavor just really came through. Just was not great. But if you just put like a tablespoon in a container of water or in a glass of water, it's really, really good. It just gives it just a little hint of flavor, and it's delicious, and it lasts much longer. So that's a tip for you. If you find something you don't like, let me just try it. I'm licking hot sauce. Oh, oh my goodness. I haven't had Popeyes in so long, and I have this like coupon. Oh, my neck just cracked. Okay. I have this like coupon in my bedroom, and I keep seeing it all the time, and I keep saying, oh, I gotta go to Popeyes. I love their spicy chicken. It's so good, but we don't go very often. I haven't been in years, actually, but it's right across the street, but I don't go very often. It's expensive. It's gotten so expensive. What should I do when planting mango seeds because they go from humidity, open air? Okay, so in my video, I put the container over it. So if you have, if you don't have like that big of a container that you can put on top of it, a dome or whatever, maybe just put like, cut off the bottom of like a 2-liter pop bottle, and then just set that on top with the top open. Or you could just do like the plastic bag kind of upside down on it just to kind of maintain. But you don't want it 100% humidity. And you want to kind of, because that's what, go watch the video. It's in the link, the description of my video on the mangoes. The guy actually has like a 3-part video series on growing the mangoes. And in the first, it's either the first one or the second video he has, he talks about the humidity and how he kept it in the the plastic bags. And then when he took the plastic bags off, they kind of went into shock. It was too much. So he said next time he would do something with a container that was kind of open on top. So that's why I went with the top of that winter sowing container. And I left the lid off so that I maintained some humidity, but not like 100% in there. And then like every day I would come out and I would check on them. I would take the lid off, water it, and then maybe leave it off for a few minutes just to kind of get them used to everything. Okay, here, let me see. I'll see if I can find the link for you. If you, I'll go check on YouTube. If you search, basically growing mangoes from seed, he has a huge channel. And he explained it quite well. So, oh, here we go. Yeah, Rob, the backyard gardener. So yeah, he shows you. He does all. I think there's 3 videos in the series. I'll drop the link for this first one. And then because it's the easiest one to find. So this is the first one. He talks about how to set it up and like why I did with the plastic bag. And then in the second video, I think is where he shows putting it in the thing there. So there's the link there to Rob Backyard Gardener. Gardener has 2 R's. All right. And he has 102,000 subscribers. So apparently he knows what he's doing. We'll all get there someday, right? We can only hope. Oh, that's too bad. I can't do as spicy as I used to. I used to be able to do a lot spicier, but now I get the hiccups so bad it's just not enjoyable. And I like to taste my food. Sometimes it's too hot, and I find like with breakfast, like I love spicy, like really like hot pepper sauce on my eggs and everything. But it ruins coffee. Like you cannot drink coffee and eat spicy food at the same time. Like there's just a weird. It's like orange juice and sweets. It's just, there's a weird flavor combination for me that it just makes the coffee taste awful. So I don't like it too hot if I'm having it for breakfast. But speaking of mangoes, here are my little mangoes. So this is the first set of leaves here. And then you can see it's starting to put out a whole new set up a little bit higher. So they're doing good. I did take Like I left the dome thing on to help with the light as well, because I didn't want them to burn. So I did harden them off slowly over the few days. I would come out, and even though they were in the shade, I would take the dome off for a little bit and then I would put it back on. And they're doing really, really well. I don't know how much larger they're going to get, but they're going to get big. And I promised G Mama that I will be doing some kind of a little mini fairy garden in here. So I'll probably have to pull out some of the alyssum because it's getting really big. So I'm going to try and work on that this week. Okay. I did, Jesse. I did. I had to drop my own link for a video, just so you know. Okay. Yeah, that happened. I had to go over to YouTube. I had to search it up and I had to go drop my own link. Here is the top of that amaranth. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm really, really happy with that. It's going to be putting out lots of flowers. So, oh, here. So I don't know if you remember, I built this little, a tripod TB trellis thing with some of the branches from the garden. And all of these self-seeded, invasive, if you want to call them invasive, morning glory, have climbed up it and are reaching. I got to guide it towards the fence because I like it when it climbs along the fence here. So right now it's just reaching, and I don't want it to reach to my hanging basket. I want it to go over to the fence. So I'm going to wait for it to get a little bit longer, and then I can weave it through the lattice up here. And that's it. That's the final slide for tonight. So I probably will be doing a garden tour at some point coming up. But I don't know. It's just, thank you. I think they're doing pretty good. Yes. Nicole is saying hello to her neighbor. Last week I was in Chicago for our Pampered Chef conference. My team decided to go to a restaurant that was mostly ribs, and I don't do ribs. I thought the fried chicken wings would be safe. Dun dun dun. How do you not do ribs? Just saying. No worries. Heading back to work. Good luck and have a great night. Thank you so much for popping in. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, though. Boom, boom, boom. If you don't mind, I'll thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, so what else was I going to talk about? Oh, I was also going to talk about my hours. I'm down to, I need 441. So that's good news. The sad news is I've needed 441 pretty much all week. So in the morning, I'll be lower than that. And then by the end of the day, but it's just like I'm losing hours from, last year videos and stuff. So I'll go in at night and then I'll come in the morning and I'm down like 5 or 6 hours. And it's like, right. It's just one of those things where you're just kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but we'll get there. We're getting there. So the goal now is, end of July, I'll be happy with that. Just to hit those hours. That'd be great. Hey, welcome in Cape Cod Life. How are you doing tonight? Nice to see you stop by. Are you getting some of that crazy heat as well? I know it's been absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, yesterday, and I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to give away too much from the video, that will be cutting out, but I don't know how long that video is going to take to get edited because, it took forever to upload today, but that's because it was my GoPro. So I took, my GoPro yesterday and my regular handy cam, and I get to the place and I go to turn it on, and handy cam says you have to initialize the card in the camera, which is what I always do. And I go to initialize it and it's saying there's an error. And I tried again and again, and it didn't work. So I was like, oh, okay. So then everything was with the GoPro. And so that's just like a much larger file. So then it all has to be converted before it gets turned over. But where I went, and so I had a few ideas. I was like, you know what? The weather is, this tape. So I have this, like if you weren't in here earlier, I have my kinesiology tape on. To help with my sore neck and shoulder. But it's like stuck in my hair right now. It was like pulling some of my baby hairs back there. So, thank you so much, Sherry. I really appreciate that. Awesome. Yeah, and if you don't want to watch, like, if you don't want to run the whole playlist, like I have one that's got like every video in it. If you don't want to run that, you could pick a playlist that I have. I have one for recipes. I have one for like my plan of the week last year. I have seed starting. I have garden tours. So if there's something you want to pick something different, then go right ahead. Yeah, so we were possibly getting thunderstorms yesterday. We didn't know for sure. So I decided I didn't want to drive too far just in case it all hit and I'm out with Sydney and Dexter in the woods and we get a thunderstorm, because they can pop up pretty quickly. And right, if you're in like the forest, you can't see it coming. So like I had mentioned before, I think it was last week in my video, I was talking about how like just north of us is the Niagara Escarpment. And that runs all the way from the US, and then it comes up through Canada, through Niagara Falls, up through southern Ontario, back down into Michigan and over. So it's like a big ridge basically, or escarpment, as it's such an ugly word. Anyway, so it runs just north of us, and so there are different there's quite a few different trails and parks in the area that you can go and check it out. So I was thinking of that, but I ended up just going just up the street. It's like maybe 5 minutes away. And it's a place I have never been to before, but I drive by it all the time because it's right off the main road. It's right off Highway 7. And that is the Lucy Maud Montgomery Gardens. So many people don't realize that Lucy Maud Montgomery, who is the author of Anne of Green Gables, lived in Norval, Ontario from 1926 to 1935, and she wrote 6 of her novels living here. And her husband was the Presbyterian minister. And so I forgot to get pictures of the Presbyterian church, so I might drive by and just get some pictures of that and the house from outside, just because it wasn't right where we were at, and it started to rain right when we were leaving, so I didn't go over in that section. So I might grab some just for the backup. So they are under I think they've been given a grant, and they're trying to raise money for like the heritage site, and like a museum type thing that they're trying to turn that into there. But you can tour. There's the cottage, which is next to the manse, that you can tour. And then they also give you tours of the gardens. You can get like a guided tour of the garden area, and a little walk down to the Credit River. So I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Yeah, it's been beautiful here. What can I say? I'm sorry. Yeah, so we went, and they have mainly, it's like a children's garden. It's got like different areas of it. I'll show you, like we toured through it. It didn't take very long. It's not very big, but they do like a lot of classes and stuff there, and they'll take like field trips. They do like senior tours and special needs tours as well. They have like some raised beds. And apparently it's a stop in the layover for, there's a lot of Japanese tourists come over, and they do like the Anne of Green Gables tour. And so when they're catching their connecting flight in or out of Toronto, they do a little day trip by bus. The tour group will come on up and tour through the gardens and the cottage. So I'm sure they would love to see the house get opened up and the museum there all set up. I believe there is some museum-y stuff in the Presbyterian church that you can go to. And there is a local theater company that is putting on some plays this summer. They did a Christmas one last year, I think. And then they'll be putting on All About Anne, and then a few other things. So they do readings of some of her other works and poems and things like that. So checking the chat. Hey, Joe slept. Nope. Joe snuck in. How are you doing, Joe? Yeah, so it was just kind of fun to walk around, and oh, I got a picture of Dexter and Anne. They got a selfie with Anne, so that's cool. So yeah, I've decided that I think I want Sydney to read Anne of Green Gables this summer. I don't think she's read it yet. She said she read it-ish. So I don't know if that means her friend read the graphic novel. I don't know if they read the graphic novel, or I don't know what. So I've decided, you know what, it's about time she read it. So Anne with an E. Yeah, she's very spicy. So yeah, it was a nice little outing, and Dexter loved it. So just behind where the gardens are, there's a little trail, and it takes you down into what is called the Willow Park Ecology Center. It's very hard to remember. And that little area was really nice. It has a stream which is called, nope, I'm trying to remove that. It has a stream which is called the Silver Creek that runs right through this little park, and then it ends up at the Credit River was where it kind of drifts down into there. And so it's just a little forested trail that kind of loops around the property, and then there's kind of like a Y-shaped ones inside. They do summer camps for kids. They have them, there were some kids there, and they were working in the little garden area, and they were planting some plants, and they were digging up some corn and transplanting it. I don't know what they were doing. And then there's like this little bog area with a little wooden deck thing. Observation deck, that's what it's called. And there were like frogs in there, and you could hear them, you know, croaking and whatever. My daughter's like, what is that? I'm like, those are the frogs right there. And she's like, no. I'm like, yeah, that's the sound a frog makes. She's like, why does it sound, what does a frog sound like that? I'm like, I don't know, but they do. So, yes, that was definitely the best. So I'll have her read the first book at least, and then we'll watch that. I know they did a remake of the series, and a lot of people here were talking about it, and they really liked it, but I haven't watched that one. So yeah, that was great. PBS really did put on some really nice productions. Their version of Pride and Prejudice is still one of my favorites. Someday I'm gonna just force Sydney to sit and watch the 5-hour PBS. Oh no, BBC. It was BBC. The 5-hour BBC Pride and Prejudice with Colin Firth. Such an amazing version. I've enjoyed every version of Pride and Prejudice I've watched, but I would say that one's the closest to the book, I would say, from personal experience. So, okay, if Huga's still in here, I was going to see if I can find one of the videos from yesterday. So whenever I get Dexter, just all of a sudden he'll just get like super excited, and he has to just run in a circle, because he would normally be doing zoomies, but he can't be doing zoomies because he's on a leash. So he will just basically run in a circle, and it's crazy. And so you have to hold on to his leash, and you have to spin, and it's hilarious. So stand up on here. Hold on, I gotta hit the mute button on this. Pause. No. So yeah, my daughter's holding the camera. I was just gonna do my outro for the video, and she's like, well, here, you have to take Dexter's leash, I can't hold him. And then just, oh my god, he went nuts. Okay, you know what, the Keira Knightley one is very different than the other versions, and watching that was the first time I have ever cried watching Pride and Prejudice. They really, really kind of milked that scene, you know, after she rejects him and everything. Was a little bit more of an emotional version of it. My all-time favorite still is the original black and white with Greer Garson and Laurence Olivier. That had the absolute best Lady Catherine of all time. Like, she was amazing. I love that version. I love the dresses in that. And possibly because that was the first one I ever saw, so that kind of sticks in my head as being my favorite. But yes, Colin, oh, he does such a lovely job in that. Okay, so let me see if I can figure out how to get the video up on the screen. Share video file. Oh, it's gonna work. Okay. It just works like that. Interesting. Well, this is new. I know this is completely unedited, so I'm hoping I don't say anything that I shouldn't.
No. No.
So yeah, this was Dexter getting ready to go on the walk. Here we go, and we're just spinning, and we're spinning, and we're spinning.
Okay, good. Good. Oh my god, you're a maniac. Okay. Whoop.
All right, so then I went and finally was able to do my my outro after he got that out of his system. It is so crazy. Oh my gosh. But yeah, he'll do that. Like, you'll be at the park and he'll meet another dog, and he gets excited, and the other dog kind of will even ignore him. There was this one little girl, cute little fluffy white female dog named Bella, and she said hi to him, but she wasn't really super impressed with him or anything. And then So then he like had to start doing like running in circle zoomies, and I don't know if she was impressed or not, but I think he's showing off. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he's showing off. So yeah. So is this the one I was gonna show? I really should probably mute these because I don't know what we're saying in the background. A lot of times, so this is the trail that goes down right behind the gardens there. Hey Jay, welcome in. How are you tonight?
No.
Growing with Jay.
No. Absolutely not.
Oh yeah, Dexter's trying to walk on the
Don't trip
stones.
the camera person.
Oh yeah. Don't trip the camera person. Oh my goodness. So there was it's be too hard to find it right now. I'll do the video. I'll show it. It'll come out soon. But oh no. Yeah, it was just a really nice little woodland trail through there. Dexter cannot stay on the trail. And I don't know if you saw my shorts that I released yesterday, but I put the camera, I was like, I wonder if it'll clip onto his harness. So he's just wearing a flimsy little harness. So I have, it's like the backpack clip attachment. And so I clipped it onto his harness just to see. And that video, well, you saw it in the shorts probably if you watched it. And it was a little, you know, it wasn't great. It wasn't great, I'll admit. It was all over the place. It was very bouncy. It was funny. I really like the idea of it being like from his perspective, but yeah, if you watch that one, has everyone seen it? Did everyone in here see it? If not, I'll throw it on real quick. I'll throw it on real quick. Because I thought it was pretty cute. Okay, hold on. Pause. Share screen. How do I do this again? Gotta figure out what I'm doing. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to do it as the short because that short, it's a lot smaller. I'll do it as the file, the video file that I saved it as. Haha, I'm getting smarter and smarter. There we go. And then he shakes. I finally get the thing clipped on there. But so that was the shorts video that I put up there yesterday. If you haven't seen it, go over and check it out. But yeah, it was funny. It was exciting, right? Listening to you while cleaning from the garden. Oh, very nice. Ooh, getting ready to blanch and freeze. Awesome. What are you blanching and freezing? What produce have you brought in from the garden tonight? All tucked in. Nice. You're very welcome. Nikki's laughing. Okay, so I came home. I said, okay, I gotta watch this footage. We'll see what it's like. And so I plug it in, and so this was like less than a minute's version of it. It ran, I think it was like a 3-minute video that, oh my god, the rest of it was like, I thought I was going to have to take a grab all just watching it. It was so bouncy. He doesn't stay on the trail, and so to pull him back in, I have to pull the harness, and it just wobbles the camera around the whole time, right? So carrots and a few green beans. Oh, very nice. Delicious. And so first thing I did after I watched that was I went online and I was like, okay, dog GoPro harness. So I went and looked and so online, Amazon has, you can buy them. I would say average price was between $17 to $20, somewhere in there. And I had thought of trying to sew something and make something myself, but then I'm looking at the way they've done it. I was like, yeah, there's no way. Like $20 is cheap, right? So I'm looking on there because I do have some gift cards that I can use on Amazon as well. And then my husband was like, oh, don't forget to check AliExpress. So I said, all right, I'll go check AliExpress. So I hate how everything, like, it's exactly the same item. You can tell it's the same item. They've used all the stock, same pictures. But like one item will be like $6 with $9 shipping. And the other one will be like $4 with $10 shipping. And then like it's all over the place, right? And so it gets me because when you click low to high, it goes low to high on the price, which does not include the shipping costs. So you're constantly having to figure this all out. So what I basically usually do is if I find one I like, I just add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, add them all to the cart. Then I go into my checkout, into my cart, and that's when you can go and check each one, and it will show you like what the total price will be, and you can kind of, you can, you know, decide which one you want to get. Hey, welcome home, Danny. Hope it went well. Put an ice pack on your leg and grab something to drink. Oh wow, the chat just jumped. Hey, Raven Cat, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you in here tonight. We're doing good. I'm doing good. I hope everyone else is doing good. Yeah, so anyways, then I'm looking at shipping. So it's saying if I pay for like the $8 shipping, it's going to get here in September. I'm like, I don't want to wait till September. Then it's like, well, if you pay for the $9 shipping, it'll come middle of August. So I'm like, well, that's better, but I don't really like my shipping options. And so then I just kind of kept looking through. I probably looked at like 15 different ones, and finally I found one that said it was $11.99 and it had free shipping. So I was like, all right. So I clicked on it, and then when I went to the page on for their company, this coupon code pops up and it says $7.99 off any order over $9. So I'm like, all right. So I clicked on it. So now it's saying like 5 something with free shipping. So I clicked on my 2 shipping options, and they were July 21st or July 23rd. So I chose the FedEx July 21st for free. So 5 something. I'm getting this doggy GoPro harness. So I'm really excited about it. It's coming in next week. So that's why I made the little Dexter CAM graphic, which I should pop up behind me because I did add it to my thing. And yeah, this could be, you know, a new segment. Dexter CAM. Oh, it goes this side. Woo! I gotta get out of the shot. So, yeah, I think this will be fun. I'm really excited about putting it on him and just watching him like run zoomy circles around the backyard and running through the garden, and going to the river. I think would be fun. Just seeing what he does with the Dex Cam. Yeah, see, I was like, should I name it Dexter Cam? Should I name it Dex Cam? I don't know. Like, I know Dexter Cam, it's a little bit more self-explanatory if someone's on the channel, but I don't know. I like Dex Cam too. I might just do both hashtags and go from there. But yeah, I think it'll be kind of fun. So we'll see. Or even if I'm out gardening, because he's always right next to me, so I can use the regular camera on the tripod and maybe strap that one on him and get a different perspective. It's probably always going to be my feet or my knees, but you never know. And the one I got, it has like the thing for the back, which is probably what I'll use most of the time because he is a small dog. But it also has one that you can strap onto the chest. So, and honestly, like, I think you could probably, and I got myself a chest strap as well. It was $3 for one. But honestly, you could probably use the harness, just loosen it up and just use the one strap. So I don't know. We'll see. It's exciting. And I spent $5 on it. So oh, and I'm saving the receipt. That's a tax write-off. If I ever get monetized, I'm starting to save my receipts. So, okay, Joe, what's going on with all these videos that you're doing lately? Oh my God, I was cracking up today. I've been watching them like kind of on and off over on the TV under my husband's account because he has the family like YouTube premium account. So a lot of your all videos I watch on the big TV, and then I have to go back and comment on my phone, and sometimes I forget or don't go back and comment right away. I always comment at some point if I've watched a video, because if I've gone through the work of watching your video, I want credit for it. So I will always comment, but I don't always comment right away. Sometimes I'll go back and it might be later in that day. It might be a day later or whatever. So I had watched a few of Joe's a while ago, and then I just hadn't got around to commenting because I had been watching them on the TV. But those are so funny. Like some of them, what was the one? Was there one today that just really... Or was it Indiana Backyard Gardener? That one, like just the words in the mouth, it just went so fun. It really, really worked. I liked how that one just played out really nicely. Yes, it's fun. I have to say, I like these. These are more. I like them better than the Jib Jab. I don't know. It's more creative, maybe. I don't know what it is, but I am enjoying them. They are really cute. Oh, and I love the one with Jesse and Lisa. That was so funny. They're just like singing away. And what was the other one? There was one. Oh, I can't remember who it was, but it was just like they were just like their facial expressions just matched the song so well. Yeah, very cool. Brokes was pretty good too. I liked Broke Farmers as well. That was funny. So yeah, Jesse's showing their links. If you haven't seen, he's doing these. You know what? Should I show one? Here, let's show one. So we're gonna remove that from Studio. We are going to. Oh, I have to. Oh, I can't click on that link from here, so I have to go over here. Okay. Let's go over to Garden State Gardener. Oh yeah, this one was pretty good. Okay, hold on. Now I gotta remember how to share the screen. Window. Yeah, here we go. Then I gotta get this nice and big. Oh. You watch a lot while you drive, set them and watch later, and then run the playlist while on the road. So yeah, that happens. But at least you're watching them, right? Now I'm scared, Joe. What am I? You watch a lot while you drive, set them and watch later, and then run the playlist while on the road. So yeah. What is going on? Stop. No. How did that even happen? That's like really weird. Okay. I don't know how that happened, but the last thing you need is like, you know, two of my videos running. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, let me find that one. Hold on. I gotta beat Jesse. The problem is I can't click on the links in the chat on StreamYard. They don't work, so I have to do it over here. Yeah, well, the G Mama one was the first one I saw, I think. All right, where's Danny? Oh no, I'm scrolling down. Oh, there's the one where here. I'll share. You guys will watch with me while I'm trying to find it. Let me know if you see. Where's Danny? Am I just not seeing it? Oh, this one was really funny too. Aha, yeah, I hear ya. Yes. Yes, we did. We were out pretty much all day Friday. Okay. Why don't I see Danny? Oh, there it is. It's up at the top. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I noticed a few of them came up as shorts. It must have just been like the format. Ah, I can't shut Danny up. Oh no, we're back to normal. We got back to normal like Friday night. Friday night we got back. Yeah. So this one's so good. Like her eyes are closed. Like I don't know how it does this. His teeth. Oh, who is the one? The beard. I watched one with the beard today, and I was. Someone, was it one of the more recent ones? And he had a beard, and then it created the mouth at the wrong part. So like the mouth part of the beard was above his mouth. I was laughing so hard. I was like, oh, that's so creepy. It wasn't. Oh, this one was a really good one too. I like. Yeah, I thought that one like just went really well, like with the channel and everything. Oh, Tasha was hilarious. Her eyes at the end. Oh, that was funny. That was super funny. And then I wanted to see where the one with the beard one that was freaking me out. Was it Skinner Farms? Or is that the one I just played? Oh, that's the one I just played. Nope. So it was someone else with a beard. Who else had the beard? Oh my god, Daz's was hilarious. Yeah, like it adds the teeth in. It's so funny. I find too, like with the ones with the hands, like when everything else in the shot is moving but the hands aren't. It's really funny. Oh, Q's was pretty good.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this.
Oh, my neck.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this.
I don't know. Like, okay, do you guys see another? Oh, this one was funny. This one, yeah. Because their expressions just, they seem so. I'm turning into a reaction. They're glued together. I'm turning into a reaction channel. No. But I don't know why I can't find the guy with the beard. Because I was going to show you. Like, it did weird things to his teeth. The beard. Or I'm just like, I just cannot find it. I'm losing my mind. Was it before? Or am I going down? Like, you didn't do any of these down here, no? Okay. Apparently it doesn't exist, and I'm just going crazy. Oh, this one was really good. Monetize for these, or is there like a strike on it, or is it their oh, I think it was Gear Garden. Let me see if this is the one. Okay, that's not the one. His beard's not being weird there. Like, I don't really see another one with like a big beard. Was it AJ? Nope. This one was really good too with the... Alright, I don't know where it is. If I find it, I'll share it on my channel, on my community tab. And then you guys can go and see it if you want to look later. I don't know why I can't find it now. I'm losing my mind. But oh my gosh, they were so funny. It was just like, wait, what? Oh, and this one with the hand. This is what I'm saying with the hand. Oh, okay. It makes it look like it's like one of those like fake hand statues or something. Oh gosh. So, oh, like what the heck? All of a sudden I'm like sitting over here and starts playing. And I'm like, wait, I know that voice. It's Slava. So apparently Slava just released a video today. I haven't seen it yet because I was busy outside. And so yeah, everyone go check out Slava's new video. It released not too long ago. Oh, 9 hours ago. Well, I was working today, so that's my excuse. I haven't been on YouTube at all, except for I was binging Joe's stuff while I was setting up in here. Because I had to set up I had to download the software for the camera. It had an update, which is always scary when you update something and you're like, what if it stops working altogether? So, yeah, I think it's pretty fun. It's very entertaining, Joe. I don't know. It's like some special software that you're doing with it, or... Well, the first time I saw it, I was like, man, Joe's really, really on those pain meds. So how are you doing, Joe? How are you doing with the recovery and all of that? Actually, you know what? I'm going to drop the link down in the chat. I haven't done this in a while. Anyone wants to come on up and chat about anything, or you can do a little 5-minute blurb on your channel or anything like that, you're more than welcome to do that. But if anyone wants to come up, just keep in mind I have to make sure I see you in the camera, and I have to know who you are, your channel name. I have to recognize your channel name before you come up, because I don't want any funny business up in here, right? And I'm gonna remove this picture behind me because it's kind of creeping me out a little bit. Dexter creeping me out a little bit. Oh, look at the lantana. And for some reason, like, okay, so with the upgrade now, it's like flips all the pictures sideways. Why is my camera flipped? Oh, okay. So it notices that it's flipped, but it doesn't allow me to rotate it. It's like, I guess because it needs to fill in the shot, and they were all taken vertically. So I'll have to remember that for my... Oh, I gotta turn my light on. I'll have to remember that for my backdrops that I need to... it's like adjusted. That I need to take the pictures horizontally from now on. Before it would just do whatever. It didn't really have an issue with that. I was really swollen yesterday. Today it's feeling better. Just stinks on... Oh... Yeah, so you gotta leave it propped up. You gotta get one of those, if you don't have them already, you gotta go get one of those zero gravity chairs. Like we have 2 of them out on the deck, and that's my absolute favorite chair to go out and to sit and relax in. And they go back really far. You can get your feet up really nice. So I'll do that when my feet swell up. That or prop them up on a nice, if you have like the wedge pillow, those work really well. I find like if you just put them up on regular pillows, like if you just stack a few pillows and put your feet up on that, the back of your knees can get really sore and achy because there's nothing to support them. So the wedge pillow, or make sure you have something underneath the full length of your leg when you're propping it up to give proper support the whole way up, because it can cause more problems than not. Take it from someone who has spent a lifetime having to prop their feet up because of swollen ankles. So that's my tip of the day. And you can also, if it's a problem like at night, you can also like just put a couple of things under the bed, at the foot of the bed, to raise it up just a little bit. And sometimes that's just enough to help keep the swelling out of your foot while you're sleeping. Unless you have your foot propped up while you're sleeping, but I wouldn't be able to sleep like that. So that is my little tidbit for doing that. That helped me quite a bit with my leg when I had it happen. So it is almost 9 o'clock, and I do know, let me just go check on the timing thing. I do know Bland's are going live tonight, and it's their big 1,000 subscriber shindig. Let me just go see what time that is on at, because I don't want to miss out. Oh, almost knocked my drink over. I don't want to miss out on, you know, the prizes and all that, right? I asked them to hold off on the good prizes until I get there, but I don't know if they will. They don't seem like they mind very well. So it is going to be starting at 9 p.m. So yeah, so I will log off early, even though I need the hours. I will log off early because I know everyone's going to want to go on over there. So once it hits 9 o'clock, I will call it a night. And hopefully you all will join us over there for a love raid at Bland's Promised Land Ranch. So here I will drop the link into the chat. Boom, boom, boom. And then everyone can head on over there in a few minutes and wrap it up. Anyone have anything? Wow. Wow. So anyone have anything else they want to talk about tonight? Any questions that you have? Hopefully by this time next week. Oh, wait. What time? I need 441 hours. Okay, so so the 21st is next Thursday, and that is the estimated time of arrival for the Dexter CAM. So I don't know if I'll be able to have any footage up for you all for my live, because the chances that it's going to make it all the way from China by next Thursday are kind of slim. So at least in 2 weeks there, I'll be able to talk about it on my live, and I will probably be showing quite a bit of footage because that's going to be really, really fun. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some editing and hopefully get out the Lucy Maud Montgomery tour video. I'm not sure. It will depend on how long it ends up being. I might do it combined with the walk through the woods, or I might just set it up into 2 smaller, shorter videos. I'm not sure quite yet. If I do that, I don't have an intro and outro for those yet, unfortunately, because I didn't think of that really at the time. And as you saw, Dexter wasn't super cooperative with the intros and outros as it was. He was just so excited. There's a lot of like little stone, I don't know, borders around the gardens and little like stone benches and things like that. And he was just loving it. He was just jumping up on everything, climbing on everything, and having a great old time. So yeah, he was really having fun. So yeah, I will do the video. Hopefully I'll have both of them released. And then my next live next Thursday, I will probably go into more detail about Anne of Green Gables, Lucy Maud Montgomery, her time here in our area. So Norvell is a tiny town that's just west of me. Like I could ride my bike there if it wasn't like such a crazy steep hill and single lane highway. So it's very close. But I will not be able to comment as I have 2 mods starting. No worries. I'm going to close down at 9. At 9 o'clock, I'm going to head on over there too as well. I don't want people to feel torn. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Cause yeah. And I want to go over there and win something too. Right. So, yeah. So thanks, Nikki. Have a great evening for you as well. Yeah. So keep that, in mind. And if anyone here happens to be an Anne of Green Gables aficionado and wants to come up and talk a little bit about it, or their connection with Anne of Green Gables, or what they love about Anne of Green Gables, then you are more than welcome to come up on the live. Just send me a note on Instagram or Facebook or Gmail, bramptongardner@gmail.com, anything like that. If you have, if you want to be part of the live next week. I haven't read it in so long, so maybe I'll have maybe we'll. No, I want her to read the book first. You got to read the book first and then watch it, right? Yeah, you got to do it in that order. So maybe we'll go to the library tomorrow, go pick up the book, and then maybe I'll read it too. Maybe we'll read it together. It's been such a long time since I read it. So yeah, you know what? I'm just going to call it a night right now. I thank you so much, everyone that is in here. Please hit the like button on this live tonight if you're in here right now. And if you're watching this on the replay, I really appreciate it. Thank you so very, very much. And yeah, keep an eye out for that video coming soon, and keep an eye out for Dexter CAM. I think that's going to be really, really fun. And I'm going to have fun with that. So thank you so much. And don't forget to pop on over to Bland's Promised Land Ranch and check on them. And I'm going to... Oh, did you hear that? Oh, that felt good. That felt good. I'm gonna do a few awkward stretches, which no one needs to see on camera. So, so thank you again, everybody, so much, and I will see you over there shortly. Bye.